everybody, it's me Liv, and I'm back for my final craft haul that I ended up getting. Now this one is a pretty big one because this store, which many of you may have shopped at, it was called Only One Life Creations, ended up also deciding to close their shop. And unfortunately for them, you know, another loss because they had a lot of great stuff in their store. But some of this, and the reason this is such a bigger haul for me, is because it ran the sale from 60 to 90% off. And so when it was that much of a discount, I really couldn't resist getting some of the things that I normally are not able to afford. So here, let me start off showing you a little bit of what I ended up getting. I'm going to leave the Lisa Horton to the end. This is this embossing folder. I love that it has the letters on it. So this is like a nice background effect. Great for mixed media. They had a lot of all in creates. So I'm going to show you what I ended up getting. These are actually some of the dies, which are pretty expensive, some of their dies. Though I really like it because they have the grungy look to them. So I ended up getting this one. I ended up getting this stencil, which I thought would be great if I'm trying to create more of like that postage stamped look on a project. Got this die. So this actually comes with 6 dies in it. Cuts out the trees, the ladders, and then the backgrounds here are actually 2 different cutout dies. Then they had this one for sale as well. So you see, you get this cut out, and then there are separate little ones here as well. And I'm going to show you all the all creates, try to keep it all together. Here are some of the rub-ons that they've had, which again, I really like using rub-ons. Super quick and easy to use at times. Here's one of the stamps I ended up getting from them. Now these are actually 2 sets of stamps in one. And let me see, is there any more all creates before I show you? Oh, there is. Then I ended up getting some of the newer releases from them. So this is the Magnolia Sway. Hopefully you can see that from them. And there is the rub-ons. Again, these are actually 90% off, so I just went ahead and grabbed 2 of them from them. And I think that, just kidding, more stencils. So here's this stencil with the letters, which is going to be great to use. And then finally, this is also a stencil with that circle, which goes perfectly, if you didn't see, with the die. So this is actually meant to coordinate with this. So if you just cut out this part of it and then you want the die to be able to put designs within it, the stencil to be able to put designs within it and not get any of the lines messed up, this is kind of matches with that, one of the reasons I got it. Then they ended up having tons of Lisa Horton crafts, which again, I adore Lisa Horton stuff. It's just a matter of price and getting everything. So one of the things I ended up getting is this layering stencil. I actually already had the embossing folder for this, but I did not have the stencils. So I was excited to be able to go ahead and get the stencils. This is another one of the 3D embossing ones. And this actually comes with a die to cut out that center so that you will get this blank area here. And I think there are one more. And then I ended up getting this particular one. This is a slimline kind of style, but again, I can definitely envision myself taking parts of it or cutting out elements of it to use on other projects. I just got this one sheet because I actually needed something like this for a project that I have in mind. Love 49er Market. If you people are not into 49er Market and you like thick paper with absolutely gorgeous backgrounds, 49er Market is great for that. So they're nice and thick and they have lots of like different elements that you can both cut out if you wanted to or just use as is. Then they had some Graphic 45 that I decided to get. Always liked this particular collection and the Imagine collection. And so here is the actual collection edition here for it. So it's going to come with all these different papers. Sorry for the glare because it's still in the plastic. And then it comes with the sticker set. So I went ahead and grabbed that. Here's what the stickers look like. Stickers are very easy to put onto another element to make it more like a chipboard if you have, you know, spare chipboards sitting around. But Graphic 45 is another great design. The only other thing I got from Graphic 45 from them is going to be this Frida collection. I got a smaller one, but I really love the brightness of the colors here and all the different elements. So you will get all the papers in here. This does not have stickers, but I ended up getting the ephemera pack. And those were actually, I do believe, also like almost 90% off. Then I got this one now. I love Stampers Anonymous stamps, especially the older Tim Holtz collection. I don't have a lot of them, but I love that this already has this whole madry of stamps that you can use. I found the Stamperia stencil that they had that I went ahead and grabbed as well, which is great for mixed media projects. And then I got a couple of things that they've had for Pinkfresh in their collection. These are actually Better Press, which I've told you already. I do have the Better Press. So this gives you the impressions. I do not have the dies, but that's okay. I don't mind necessarily doing kind of like a general fussy cut or for these so that I could be able to do it. Or maybe I'll look somewhere else to see if there are the dies that I can find from Pinkfresh. And then I ended up getting the stamp set. This is just a stamp set itself. I did not find the dies, so they had already sold out on it. That's okay. I don't always need dies, especially with stamping. And so there's the stamp set I got. This is a stencil set. This is what the stencil looks like here. So you can create all these different layers. It does have a coordinating die set, which, you know, and a stamp set if you're looking for that. If someone likes to have all three, I don't mind just having the stencil. And then finally, I got some more die cuts. Now these will just cut out all of these shapes, which are just perfect for putting on to any of my layering mixed media projects. And then this is a layered floral tulip collection. These are small, so good for like ATC size or even a card front style. And you can use them, put them together or use them separately. It really just depends on what you want to do. Then finally, the other thing that they had on sale, which was a massive steal, is going to be the whole year's worth of the Lisa Horton Craft embossing folders. That one was 60% off the original price. And if you are someone who really likes Lisa Horton, I'm going to go ahead and show you what is here for that. I did already peek at these because I wanted to see what these embossing folders look like. Now they end up coming in another box, and this is the Year in Bloom set. I opened it on this side. So there are 12 embossing folders here, one for every month, and they're all very different on how they have the items in there. One is this. So this January's is the crocus, and you can see all the pattern and design on here. February is violet, but they're made more like border stamps, and you can see that. March is the daffodils. Oh, I'm loving daffodils. April is tulip, so these are kind of like all over coverage. May is the ponies, and you can see how that is as well. June is foxgloves. July is daisies, and this is created more like a background pattern. August is Dahlias. Dahlias, sorry, I always say that one. You can see the pattern here. September is this fuchsia one, which actually hangs from the top just like this. So this is a partial one. This is October, which is a thistle. Then you have November, which is the poppies. And then finally December, which is the winter flowers. And so, again, this was an awesome price because I believe this one is at least usually over $100 for getting over this set. With being 60% off. I just really couldn't resist getting them because I do love 3D embossing folders. Lots of quick and easy cards that you can make with them that really look amazing. So that is the haul that I got from Only One Life Creations. And I would suggest that if you are in a position where you are able to kind of help support some of your local craft stores, I would strongly suggest that you try to do so when you can. There are a number of them who are kind of struggling right now and trying to get ends to meet and making sure that they are able to sell these projects and items that we absolutely love. And if you're not someone who necessarily can, then my plea is going to be for you to actually use what you have. I show you so much, and you probably have not seen projects with about 90% of what I have. And that's my fault as well. And so sometimes even just creating with what we have, sharing it with each other, it allows other people to find things that they're interested in and also creates more business for these companies. So I definitely encourage you guys to go ahead and do that when you can. So looking forward to sharing some more crafty videos with you. I should have some up pretty soon. And I hope everyone continue to enjoy their summer. Take care, everyone. Bye.